Good morning, Oklahoma. We're back again on Cow-Calf Corner, and this week we're going to address EPDs and genetic prediction when we are interested in selecting for improved growth or carcass merit. As we have said in past weeks, we've got a litany of genetic values reported in most all beef breeds anymore, so we're going to zone in and get specific. And first we'll talk about the EPDs that predict growth at various points in life. First two that we have are two of the oldest EPDs that have been around now for several decades. That would be an EPD for weaning weight and EPDs for yearling weight, two common endpoints at which we sell cattle. If we are interested in improving our pay weights at either weaning or yearling, we can take a look at those numbers where higher values indicate more growth in the offspring of those particular animals. A couple of newer ones that we have are genetic predictors for dry matter intake and residual average daily gain, or RADG. What do these tell us? A dry matter intake EPD is something that predicts the post-weaning feed intake of the offspring of a particular animal. If we think about it in this sense, a higher value means more appetite, more feed consumption. We would relate that to increased growth. A residual average daily gain, or RADG, would be a means to actually select for post-weaning feed efficiency. This particular genetic predictor assumes that we've got a constant feed intake, about 25 pounds a day post-weaning. So if we see a higher value, it indicates we're getting more average daily gain from that particular animal's offspring relative to that feed intake. So again, a means to actually select for improved feed efficiency. As we think about the topic of improving carcass merit, we got several EPDs available to us. First would be an EPD for hot carcass weight, or what commonly gets referred to as CW. If we're looking at a couple different potential sires, the bigger hot carcass weight EPD is going to tell us that if we finish out the offspring of those two bulls, we're going to see more pay weight in the form of hot carcass weight in those finished cattle. A marbling EPD, based on units of marbling scores, would be a means to select for improved quality grades. Higher marbling EPDs are going to relate to higher quality grades, or higher marbling scores, which relate to higher quality grades in finished offspring. A couple of EPDs we have as a means to select for muscle or potential cutability would be a ribeye area EPD, where bigger numbers lead to more muscularity or bigger ribeye size in the carcasses of fed cattle out of a particular sire. And then a fat thickness EPD, where lower numbers indicate a trimmer carcass on finished cattle out of a particular sire. And again, less fat would also be a contributor to increased cutability. As always, I encourage beef producers to look at their own situation, decide based on your marketing endpoint for a set of calves in the future what is genetically relevant to you in terms of traits that are going to improve potential profitability. I'll see you next week on Cow-Calf Corner.